Good morning from the sunny side of my apartment. Greetings. Today I want to share with you a continuation of my post the other day about inhaling courage and exhaling fear. As I develop that intention in my mindfulness and meditation practice, well, fear is being exposed in my life in not a terrible way, but a profound way. I'm actually noticing where I am resting on the bedrock of fear and the behaviors that are coming out of that. So I'm present to all those things, and it's uncomfortable, but I'm not sinking down a pit of despair. I'm being mindful about it. And now I'm able to sort of create a plan of taking care of some of the problems that have arisen from the fear in my life. As I breathe more courage into my body and exhale the fear out, I feel lighter, I feel stronger. I don't feel better. I don't feel like my problems have gone away, but I feel like I can deal with them. And I think that's why mindfulness, meditation, yoga, all those things are so great for people in recovery, specifically addiction recovery, because it gives us a tool, a coping mechanism to deal with the problems we have. Most people I know who are in recovery left some problems out there, left some messes behind them that surface on a daily basis and that need to be taken care of. And what we have to learn to do, again, is how to deal with them, not sink into them, not beat ourselves up over them, but deal with them and move forward. So inhaling courage and exhaling fear and being mindful and focusing on the intention of taking care of problems, of alleviating fear in our lives is so powerful, so powerful. I saw a great meme yesterday, and it was a picture of mindful, MINDFUL, and it was just a clear space with one single bird flying by. It was very pretty, very clear, very light. And then it showed a picture of mindful, MINDFULL, and it was crowded with pizza and black clouds and bills and people pointing their fingers and TV and all the things. And it actually made me feel a little crazy looking at it. And I realized it was such a beautiful illustration of what most of us walk around with on a daily basis, a mind full of stuff, steering our course sometimes away from our goals, away from solving problems. We become inundated with things in our head, some of which are not even true. So as we get deeper into this intention of inhaling courage and exhaling fear, I think it really gives us an opportunity to look at the areas of our lives where we're hiding in fear. It gives us an opportunity to bring things into the light that we've been trying to keep in the dark. Sometimes it feels overwhelming. Sometimes I'm glad that I have a counselor. It makes me want to do better at having intentional relationships so that I can have someone in my life to share everything with. Not 30,000 people, but maybe one or two people who know your problems and are helping you be accountable and are helping you fill your life up with courage instead of fear. Your people. As we embark on intentionality in one area of our lives, you'll see how the intentions start to build in many areas of our lives. I couldn't do any of the work I'm doing without breathing, without being mindfully present to what's going on, without again, sinking into despair, feeling overwhelmed because the problems seem insurmountable. It helps me separate the negative chatter in my head from the positive chatter. Breathing into my body, courage, helps me establish what is real and what is made up. What are the thought patterns that I've had my whole life that don't serve me anymore? And what are the new patterns emerging that are helping me to serve me? I believe very strongly that our minds, our brains, our headspace should serve us, not the opposite. So I just want to encourage you, if you're feeling inundated or overwhelmed, to stop and practice mindfulness. Practice a meditation today. Get a handle on what's going on. I think after breathing for a certain period of time, here comes my cat, this is Cooper. After breathing for a certain period of time, you'll realize that a few things. The problem isn't as big as you think. There is solution to the problems. And that fear is not serving you anymore. I think it's really valuable for us to understand that we are not our problems, that our problems are circumstances. That there's hope and that there's a way, that we typically cannot do it alone. So for me, that's calling on God first. And when appropriate, maybe enlisting other human beings with whom I feel safe and trusted. And starting to chisel away at the problems without having to go back to addictive behaviors, or without having to stay in bed all day, without riding denial. None of this process, mindfulness meditation, includes denying that problems exist. It's about dealing with the problems in a way that is intentional, courageous, and which requires us to be present too. No more running, no more hiding. So even as I'm sitting here, I'm starting to feel anxious. So I just breathe intentionally, and, it's telling me that there's things that I need to deal with, and never a better time to start dealing with them than today.